From high school All-American to NBA benchwarmer, Bronny James' basketball journey has been unique. With a shooting percentage of 16.7% in the NBA, many question if he has the skills to succeed at the highest level. Bronny's transition from high school star to struggling NBA rookie has been controversial and challenged the traditional path. Can Bronny overcome these obstacles and establish himself in the NBA? When the Los Angeles Lakers selected Bronny James with the 55th overall pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, it sparked significant interest in the basketball community. As the son of NBA legend LeBron James, Bronny faced immense expectations from the moment he entered the league. Fans and analysts wondered if he could establish his own path to success while carrying the weight of his father's legacy. The anticipation surrounding Bronny's NBA debut was considerable.
What has Bronny James done where he should be too good to fly commercial? Professional sports is about how well you can contribute.
Many believed he would quickly adapt to the professional level, demonstrating basketball intelligence and athletic prowess that made his father famous. Some hoped Bronny would become a key player for the Lakers, potentially sharing court with LeBron before the elder James retired. However, Bronny's rookie season performance has not met these lofty expectations. He's struggled to find his rhythm, shooting just 16.7% from the field and averaging 0.7 points per game. These statistics stand in stark contrast to his impressive showings in high school and college. Despite these early challenges, some NBA analysts remain optimistic about Bronny's future. They highlight his fundamental skills, court vision, and defensive instincts as indicators of potential growth into a valuable role player. Others, however, question whether his selection was influenced more by his family name than his on-court abilities. The debate over Bronny's draft selection has led to discussions about nepotism in the NBA. While his high school and college performances warranted consideration, his selection by the Lakers, the team his father plays for, has raised questions. The Lakers' decision to use a draft pick on Bronny, despite his inconsistent college performance, has prompted speculation about LeBron's influence in the process. The reality likely falls between these two perspectives. While Bronny's family connections played a role in his draft selection, it would be unfair to dismiss his potential entirely. The Lakers saw promise in Bronny and believed that with proper development, he could become a valuable asset to the team. To aid in Bronny's adjustment to professional basketball, the Lakers have implemented an unconventional development strategy. They've chosen to split his time between the NBA and the G League, rather than relying solely on NBA experience. This approach has generated discussion across the league about its effectiveness in nurturing young talent and helping players like Bronny bridge the gap between amateur and professional basketball. The Los Angeles Lakers' unconventional development plan for Bronny James, splitting his time between the NBA and the G League's South Bay Lakers, aims to provide diverse playing experiences. However, this strategy has raised concerns about its effectiveness in fostering consistent growth. A key aspect of Bronny's G League involvement is his participation in home games only. This limited exposure has drawn criticism from experts who argue it's an unusual approach to player development. The inconsistency in playing time and environment could impede Bronny's ability to establish a rhythm and fully acclimate to either league. The stark contrast in Bronny's performance between the two leagues underscores the challenges of this split development strategy. His limited NBA playing time may hinder his adaptation to the game's speed and intensity at the highest level. Meanwhile, his infrequent G League appearances, though more productive, may not provide enough consistent opportunities for growth. ESPN analyst Ryan Clark has been particularly vocal about the Lakers' decision to limit Bronny's travel and playing time. Clark suggests that Bronny should be eager to prove himself and earn his place on the team, rather than receiving special treatment due to his father's status. This sentiment reflects broader concerns that the split-time strategy might alienate Bronny from his teammates and impede his overall development. While the G League has been a successful launching pad for many NBA careers, with players like Danny Green using it as a stepping stone, Bronny's situation differs significantly due to the simultaneous split between the two leagues. This unique approach creates additional challenges for the young player's development. As Bronny's progress continues to be monitored, questions persist about the effectiveness of the Lakers' strategy. The early results indicate that this approach may be creating more obstacles than opportunities. With his performance struggling to meet expectations in both leagues and experts questioning the strategy's viability, Bronny's path to NBA success appears increasingly complex. The impact of this development plan extends beyond Bronny's on-court performance, drawing significant criticism from prominent voices in the basketball world. These dissenting opinions from respected analysts suggest that the Lakers' approach could potentially hinder Bronny's long-term success in professional basketball. The backlash against the Lakers' approach to Bronny James' development has intensified, with additional respected voices in the sport voicing their concerns. Charles Barkley, NBA Hall of Famer, criticized the strategy as awful and stupid, arguing that splitting Bronny's time between the NBA and G League is detrimental to his growth. Barkley emphasized the need for consistent playing time and experience at a single level, highlighting the fundamental disagreement with the Lakers' philosophy of providing diverse learning opportunities. Stephen A. Smith added a new dimension to the criticism, focusing on Bronny's readiness for the NBA. Smith pointed to Bronny's modest high school and college statistics, noting that averaging 13.8 points at Sierra Canyon and 4.8 points at USC falls short of the typical All-American performances expected of NBA prospects. This perspective raises questions about whether Bronny has demonstrated the necessary skills and achievements to warrant his current position. Ryan Clark introduced a fresh critique by questioning the Lakers' decision to have Bronny only play in home G League games. Clark's statement, "What has Bronny James done that he shouldn't be able to stay at the Courtyard Marriott?" challenges the special accommodations provided to Bronny and raises concerns about fairness and equal treatment within the team structure. Skip Bayless offered a more pessimistic view of Bronny's future in the NBA, expressing doubts about his long-term prospects. Bayless highlighted Bronny's shooting struggles, pointing out that he shot just 29% across all competitions. This statistic, previously unmentioned, provides concrete evidence of the challenges Bronny faces in meeting NBA standards. These additional critiques from respected analysts expand on earlier concerns and introduce new perspectives on Bronny's situation. They suggest that the Lakers' approach may be setting unrealistic expectations and potentially hindering Bronny's development. The consensus among these voices emphasizes the need for Bronny to prove his worth through consistent performances at an appropriate level. As the criticism mounts, questions arise about the long-term consequences of the Lakers' strategy. Will this approach ultimately impact Bronny's ability to establish himself as a legitimate NBA player? The response from Bronny and the Lakers to these expanding critiques could significantly influence the trajectory of his professional basketball career. History has shown that struggling rookies can become NBA stars, with players like Fred VanVleet and Danny Green overcoming early career obstacles to achieve success. Bronny James faces a unique set of challenges in his NBA journey. Bronny's current situation presents several potential paths forward. Continuing the split-time strategy between the NBA and G League risks stunting his growth by preventing full acclimation to either league. A full-time G League assignment could provide more consistent playing time, but might be perceived as a step backward. Alternatively, seeking opportunities with another NBA team or exploring international leagues could offer a fresh start away from the pressure of being LeBron James' son on the Lakers. Each option comes with its own set of challenges. Critics like Ryan Clark have emphasized the importance of Bronny gaining more playing time to develop effectively. Clark stated, "If I'm Bronny James, I'm begging my father to please let me travel with this team. Please let me go somewhere where I'm gonna get more than 6 shots in 3 games." Despite current struggles, Bronny's NBA future still holds potential. He has expressed a desire to develop into a player similar to Derek White or Marcus Smart, focusing on becoming a defensive asset while improving his offensive game, particularly his shooting. This self-awareness and willing to carve out a specific role could be key to his long-term success in the league. The Lakers' current development strategy appears to be hindering Bronny's progress. Limited G League exposure, restricted to home games, may be preventing him from gaining valuable experience and building chemistry with teammates. This approach seems to be setting him back in his quest to establish himself as a legitimate NBA player. Bronny's situation raises broader questions about nepotism in professional sports and the challenges faced by players with famous last names. As he continues his journey, the basketball world will be watching closely to see how he navigates these unique pressures and whether he can establish his own identity in the NBA. The path forward for Bronny James is complex, requiring careful consideration of his development needs, the expectations placed upon him, and the long-term implications for his career. As organizations grapple with nurturing talent while navigating family connections in professional sports, Bronny's experience may serve as a case study for future players in similar situations. Bronny James faces significant challenges as he navigates his NBA career. His performance in the G League will be crucial for his development and future prospects. The intersection of legacy and opportunity in Bronny's case raises questions about fairness in professional sports. His journey highlights the complexities of player development and the broader implications of nepotism in the NBA. As Bronny works to establish his own identity, his story remains a focal point for discussions about merit and advantage in sports. While his future remains uncertain, following Bronny's progress allows us to observe these dynamics firsthand and form our own opinions on player development in the NBA.